Hi everyone, this is Stacy with Yellow Cottage Soapery. I am back to make Avobath type soap. I've not worked with this fragrance before. I know it's popular, and I looked up the description of it, and it's described as kind of lemongrass with a kick. It's got a little bit of lime, some bergamot, some rosewood. It's really fresh, refreshing. I like it a lot, and I'm not a huge fan of lemongrass, but this is really, really good. It's a Lush dupe, so I'm excited to try it. I decided to super fat my batch with some avocado oil, which is very good. Has a lot of B vitamins, vitamin A. It's put in a lot of massage oils. It's very good for your skin. I've already mixed in my KO and clay, so I'm going to go ahead and add my lye solution, which I try to pour down my stick blender just because I think it helps eliminate some of the air bubbles. I'm soaping a little bit warmer tonight than normal. It's about 95. I usually try to do room temperature, but I got a late start tonight mixing this up and then waiting for everything to cool. I was shipping some orders, but I'm trying to get it done. It's midnight and my husband's going to be home soon, and I want to be able to see him for a couple minutes before we go to bed. So I'm trying to get this batch made before he gets home. So that's just my cream. I'm going to do three different colors. White, which I almost always have a white in my soaps. I just like white. This smaller container is going to be a mix of, I'm going to mix some 24 karat gold and some sunshine yellow from Nurture soap. This bigger container is going to be green. It's going to be a mix of two different greens, pine mica and from Be Scented, Mad Oils neon green. I didn't want a dark green, I didn't want a bright green, somewhere in the middle. So hopefully we'll see what we get with that. I'm going to add the colors and mix those up first, just because I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to do a tiny bit more green. I'm not 100% sure how quick the fragrance moves. I'm going to attempt to do, I don't know what I'm going to do. My poor husband, I'm taking all of his shipping boxes, but I took this and I cut it and taped a piece on the back, and so that it fits in my mold, which I'll show you guys before I start pouring. I'm just going to pour it down there. If it stays thin enough. If it starts to get too thick, then plan B is probably a drop swirl. So that's the plan. I don't know if you saw the other video I did. It was a tilted zebra swirl, I think. I don't even know if I did it correctly, but it turned out really pretty. I liked it a lot. So I'm going to do something similar to that. This is a different mold. The other one I did in a tall, skinny mold. Sorry, I'm just mixing up my titanium dioxide here. I don't hear the little ball bearings down there, so no, it's not mixed up. There we go. I've not made soap in about a week, having withdrawals here. I should be wrapping soap, but I'm going to do this instead. Okay, that's pretty. It doesn't have to be white. It's like a creamy white. Now we're going to go ahead and do the yellowish gold. That's pretty. And you can see a little sparkle in it too. That's exactly what I wanted. I hope it turns out in the soap. And then this is the green. And bubble. That is a little bit brighter than I wanted, so I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more of the pine mica and see if it kind of tones it down a little bit. Okay, that's pretty. I don't want to overmix it because I want it to stay fluid enough to pour down my makeshift cardboard in my mold. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add my fragrance. It would be really great if it loosens it up a little bit. Over here so you can see. The weather has cooled off. I live in the south. We've had, the nights are getting down into the 60s, and I'm from New York, so this time of year up there, I know the nights are really chilly. The kids are wearing pants and long sleeves probably to school. Not down here. The days still get pretty warm up in the 80s. Everybody still wears shorts and flip-flops. But the evenings are cooling off and it feels so nice because it's just been such a humid summer. But we are waiting to be able to turn off our air conditioning and open our windows. I told the kids we're going to do some cleaning and open the windows, and they said, but that's spring cleaning, Mom, and it's the fall. I said, well, we've been shut up in here with the air going all summer, and it will just be nice to air it out and clean everything. And we have a air, what's it called? It cleans the air because my younger daughter has some allergies to dust and stuff like that. So in the spring, when it is cool, we cannot open our windows because we have such bad pollen here. And it will come inside through the windows, and it will be a yellow film everywhere in the house. So we don't have that in the fall, so we can open the windows in the fall. Also, we found out that my younger daughter has a severe peanut allergy. I'm not sure if I've talked about this before, but we found out a couple weeks before school. She was making a cake. It was a banana split cake, and she was making it by herself, and I was in the kitchen with her. She was putting walnuts on the top, and all of a sudden, she said, Mom, my eyes are itching. And I looked at her, and within, I'm saying 60 seconds of her saying that, her eyes were swelling shut. I immediately gave her Benadryl, but I'm telling you, it was scary. And then it was a month before they would get us into the allergist, and she tested a severe peanut allergy as well as tree nuts. So we now carry EpiPens. We have EpiPens at home, in my purse, at her dad's, at school. And that's pretty scary. And it was pretty scary when I called and they couldn't get her in for a month. So you would be surprised how many things have nuts in them. and also our processed where nuts are processed. Stuff like this time of year, she loves Brock's candy corn. Her and I do. And I, of course, look at every single thing before I buy it. Sure enough, they're made in a facility that processes nut products. I'm hoping you can see. And so we couldn't get that. Her dad ended up finding another kind that was okay. But her and I always said Brock's is the absolute best candy corn. The other candy corns don't taste like Brock's, but she was happy to just be able to have some candy corn. But yeah, so that's what we're dealing with, and it's scary. I mean, she's 12, so I'm educating her about things, and the teachers at school are supposed to know which students have these allergies. You know, I wrote everything down. Well, she comes home the other day with Kit Kat. She hadn't opened it. She knows better, but what about the kids that are younger and don't know better? She hadn't opened it, but on most chocolate bars, it says that they are processed in a facility. I feel like I was getting bit or something on my ankle. So she can't have that stuff, and I'm thinking, the teachers just can't hand out this stuff. I mean, she knows better, because not to eat anything at all unless I look at it, or she knows how to read the labels. And then she came home the other day, and one of the students had brought in homemade brownies and cookies, chocolate chip cookies. Now I feel terrible, because of course she wants to eat them along with everyone else that's eating them. She didn't, because she knows, doesn't know what's in them. And I told her I'm going to have to throw them away. You can't eat them. So I've got to call into the nurse to talk to her about these things. These teachers just, I mean, they're not meaning any harm in it. But what about younger children that don't know any better, and they're just going to go ahead and eat it because the teacher gave it to them? And they do say that, I just poured that down the side, what a mess. They do say that allergies can get worse over time. Like you can like she had a reaction and her eyes almost were swollen shut, and she had hives around her eyes. And I'm watching her constantly. After I gave her the Benadryl, I'm thinking, come on, Benadryl, kick in, And I was going to take her to the hospital, because they can have an anaphylactic reaction where their throat's closing up, their airway. So that happened. She'd never had an allergy to peanuts prior. Nothing ever seemed to affect her. She just had some allergies to, dust and some grass. So you can develop an allergy at any time, and it can go away at any time. I just think it's really important that the teachers are educated by the nurse on which students, especially if they go on a field trip, anything. So it's a huge bummer. She's worried about trick-or-treating. She's not going to be able to trick-or-treat and eat anything she gets. And I said, well, what we'll do is, because I'm a freak about, if her sister eats a Reese's peanut butter cup, don't do it near her. Make sure your wrappers are thrown in the trash, and wash your hands, because it's scary. I'm going to go with white again. But not everyone else is going to be as careful as you are. So educating her is a top priority for me, because when I'm not with her, And she's really good. She came home with the treats that she was given, and said she didn't know any, if they had any nuts or anything in them, and I was proud of her for that. And I've taught her how to use the EpiPen, her sister, all of us. Obviously I'm a nurse, so I know how to, but it comes really cool. It comes with a trainer pen so that you can practice, and the school nurse said, do you really think if she carried one that she would be able to administer it to herself? And I said, well, I really think that if she's struggling to breathe and that's her option and she knows it will help her, yes, I do believe that she would do that. Because you have to have permission from the parent to carry, well, that was a big glob, to carry it in school. And she said, I don't know if I want that responsibility, to carry it. Let me just scoop this down a little bit. I'm just pouring away. I don't have really any plan. I'm just doing whatever. It smells amazing. I like it a lot. This would be make a great bath bomb too. Which I do make bath bombs now. I figured out this great recipe. They're easy for me to make. I like making them. And people love them. So I'll have to do a video sometime. If anybody's interested in me doing like bath bomb making video, just let me know and I will make one, and I don't mind giving a recipe for them. I don't even remember how I got talking about bath bombs. Ooh. Stand up. Stand up. This is definitely getting thick. As you can see, the green is more big globbies going down. I went last night to Barefoot Landing, which is where I have all of my, well, I have two different stores that I carry my soaps and my products. One of them is Barefoot Landing, and if you've ever been to Myrtle Beach, this is actually in North Myrtle Beach, and it's a huge outdoor shopping. It's not outlets, but it's stores like all kinds of restaurants and just all kinds of different cool stores. This store that I have my soaps in is an artisan soap. It's got just tons of local artists that have their stuff in there. Anything from paintings to jewelry. Well, I went last night. I hadn't been in a week. And stuff was so bare. And I was so surprised because the season kind of ends down here right after Labor Day. It kind of dies down for the winter. But it was busy. There was tons of buses there shopping. So I was excited. It made me want to come home and make more soap. Now I'm just going to do some globby here. I want to leave enough to do some kind of swirl on the top. I don't know, guys. This is going to be kind of crazy looking. But crazy is good, and I totally love trying different things, so. And even if I call it what it's supposed to be, like tilted something, it's not really what I'm doing, I don't think. But I'm totally fine with that too. I just take inspiration from things and go from there. But I like to try different things, and then if you guys see something that, oh, that's kind of a cool technique, then yeah, you can try it. And I'm going to scrape this off for the simple fact that I can't waste soap, and you all know. If you watch my videos, you know I'm anal about wasting soap. I just can't do it. Okay. I'm going to pound this down. Be right back. All kinds of little air bubbles. That's when I get my skewer out and I pop them. Okay, there's really not that many. I think I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to scoop the white on the top, and then I'm going to do some kind of a swirl with the green and the yellow gold. Smells so good. I've also started making, they're curing now. I did not do a making video of it because it was something new. I am making an all-natural line, only made with essential oils, not fragrance oils, and only plant-based oils. They're round, they're natural, there's no colorant in them. So they're like, most of them are cream. I wasn't sure if they would change at all during cure, but most of them have just stayed completely cream. So I want to have that to offer for any customers that wanted that. I'm going to have 6 different kinds. And I can't even tell you right now what exactly they are. I know eucalyptus and spearmint, lemon eucalyptus, Lycia, I have rosemary. No, I might have mixed a couple together. I don't know. I have it all written down. So I'll do a video and I will show what I have. And I'm really excited about that because I have had people ask me, and in the beginning I'm thinking, how boring. I don't want to make just plain soap with no, you know, no colorant. And I just was like, oh, that's kind of boring, you know. But it's gotten where I want to try different things. And I want to have things for whatever customers like. I mean, obviously I can't carry everything. But I do want to have something for customers who would just like essential oils and not fragrance oils, and would like an uncolored soap. Okay, tap it down. My kids are asleep. I hope they don't. They say they don't hear it, but... And you probably hear my washing machine going, my dishwasher going. I made my own laundry soap tonight. And I was super excited to see how it worked. So I already did one load. What am I going to do here? I think I'll just blob it on here and there. I made up my own recipe. I mean, I know I did use some borax and some washing soda. I used some baking soda. I put some OxyClean. I shaved up some of my Castile soap that I have. It was scented in, I think, lavender, that I've had for a while, but I never put for sale. I just was going to use it for laundry soap. So I finally got around to making it because I'm sick of paying the prices for laundry soap. I wash at least 2 loads a day, at least. So I made it this evening. I went in and put all of our not so awesome clothes in the first load. My worry was that the soap might not dissolve completely, the Castile soap. I wasn't sure because I wash on cold. I wasn't sure if the pieces would and it turned out perfect. The clothes smell good. Everything was nice and fresh. It's in the dryer now, and I'm doing another load. But I used far less than what I was using when I used the store-bought laundry soap. So I'm excited about that. And I'm also I've made my own dish detergent, or not dish detergent, dishwasher soap. It's a powder, and I'm running low. I need to make some more of it. But you would be surprised. I used to go to Walmart or Target, and the money that I would spend for cleaning supplies and for all of that stuff is so much. The next thing I'm going to make, and it's for my family, I wasn't planning on making it to sell. I'm going to make shaving cream, and I'll let everybody pick what scent they want in it. Because a bottle of stinking shaving cream is like $3 or $4. And I've got 2 girls with long legs, myself, and my husband, who shaves his head every day. And of course his mustache or beard or whatever. So we use it a lot. And I said, that's another thing that's on my to-do list, is shaving cream. And I'm just going to put it in little jars. And everybody can have their own scent. And I mentioned to my younger daughter that I was going to do that, so she keeps asking if I've done it yet. She wants watermelon. And like, if you buy the cheap shaving cream, you know, the name brand, which I buy name brand of things, I have no problem with that. But like name brand Walmart shaving cream and stuff, it leaves me and my kids with razor burn. I said, forget that. I can add shea butter. It'll be great. We use my soap sometimes to shave with too. That works good. But we all like, you know, shaving cream for that purpose. I have been rambling on. I have no idea what this soap is going to look like. But I think it's going to be fine because it smells good. Okay, I've scraped everything completely, pretty much scraped the plastic off, so I'm just going to, I think, do some little swirly gigs here. My goggles are fogging up. Well, it started out me doing little circle-y things, and okay, I could sit here and play with it, and play with it, and play with it, and then get it all looking muddy. So, I'm going to be done. I'm going to put a little bit of glitter on it because, well, you just have to put glitter on it. I hope you guys will be joining me for the cutting of this soap tomorrow. I'll lift it up so you can see the side. little bit in the top. And thanks for joining me. See you next time.